Έχω καμία ερώτηση.
Dear comrades, on behalf of the Central Council of CNEP, I bring a warm greeting to the two-day events for the 25th anniversary of the reconstruction of SCOI. Known that our organizations, like our parties, UE and the Communist Party of Yugoslavia, have years of strong militant ties. Our party actively showed its solidarity towards the people of Yugoslavia in the period of imperialist intervention of NATO and the European Union in various forms. Apart from revealing the imperialist crime in the Greek people, we organized militant demonstrations defying repression. With the decisive intervention of a comrade soldier, the participation of the Greek warship Themistoklis in the NATO mission was prevented, but also with other imaginative ways, such as the following. During the transit of NATO troops from Greek territory to the north, namely towards Yugoslavia, our comrades changed the signs in the arterial roads, causing them to be driven on the wrong road and never reached Yugoslavia. But also last year, in totally different circumstances, the Central Council of CNE issued notices and letters of protest to the political and diplomatic authorities of Serbia against the anti-communist persecutions against members of SCOI. And we will continue to act internationally, supporting the just struggle of the new Communist Party of Yugoslavia and SCOI. Dear comrades, during the previous period, CNE gave great battles in the workplaces, training places, universities and schools to win the part of the youth which has an objective interest against the system of exploitation with the political proposal of CNE. November and December were months of major militant protests and rallies of young workers, unemployed people, university students, technical university students, and school students throughout Greece. A highlight was the great strike of workers on December the 8th, giving answer to the bourgeoisie of the country, the government, and their international partners. The forces of CNE stepped forward to organize the fight against anti-people policy, the authoritarianism, and the propaganda of the coalition of Syriza, which is, as most of you might know, an opportunist party that rapidly mutated into social democratic with an bourgeois national party, but also against the terrorism of managers in schools, of employers in workplaces. It is characteristic that in the same period the government put students on trial for participating in previous mobilizations. The most characteristic, the arrest of a university student, member of CNE, who discussed with students outside of a school, and her prosecution with an article which was incorporated in the penal code in the years that followed the civil war, that is about political repression. Against the disintegration and degeneration of the student movement, which the groupings of bourgeois and opportunist parties maintain and reproduce, we communists fight every day for the reviving, operation and induction, and above all, the militant orientation of student organizations. The Students' Militant Front, the militant people rallying students, administrative councils, associations, comprised of the initiative of CNE, has stable and recognized nationwide action. The grouping of CNE universities became second force, and slightly more than 20%. We give all our forces so that the steps counted in the labor movement are consolidated in order to grow the part of the youth who steadily stands militantly by its natural life and working class. So before the strike of last December, we collided with employers in the workplace. Showing fearlessness massively with our attitude, we gave the fight within the movement leaders in order to organize general meetings, tours, and discussions in hundreds of workplaces in large sectors. Many young people made the step to come for the first time in the general meeting of their union, to participate in a corporative committee in the place they work, to be organized in a union. Thousands were the young people who went on strike and participated in rallies of PAME. The trade union initiative had proceeded in order to submit their own draft law on collective agreements with a criterion of contemporary needs of the working class. This initiative of PAME that was supported by PAME was was supported also by 500 unions nationwide. For some days now, the farmers, with the decision of the Pan-Hellenic Committee of the Blocks, have set up roadblocks at the key road junctions throughout Greece to protest the unbearable taxation, the cost of production, the sales prices of their products, the disasters caused by the bad weather. We communists give the struggle so that the small and medium-sized farmers, with an anti-monopoly line of struggle, win, so that they separate themselves from the capitalist farmers. After 2 years of government of Syriza and ANEL, we can say that PUKUE is confirmed for its basic estimations about the unpopular character of any government in capitalism. Instead of the promised hope, Syriza brought a third memorandum and prepares a fourth. Summary passes in the parliament one unpopular measure after another, drags dozens of students, trade unionists and strikers to court, prohibits demonstrations and gatherings, suppresses by riot police and chemicals the retired, practically supports the acquittal of the criminal Nazi Golden Dawn, its political catharsis. PUKUE and PNE are proud of the attitude that we kept in the last years, the fact that we stayed faithful to our principal position for non-participation of the Revolutionary Party in the bourgeois government, despite the electoral cost that we had. We firmly believe that our attitude is a legacy for our people, for our own party as well. We continue to give complex battle, but as we know, the confirmation of PUKUE is not enough for the working class to draw radical conclusions. The government, which has Syriza as a core, amply confirmed the choice of the bourgeoisie in Greece to support it. It confirmed the European Union and the IMF for the confidence shown in the governance of the Greek bourgeois state. And this is because not only did it manage to pass all the agreed unpopular measures necessary for capitalist recovery, but also because it managed to utilize its origins from the communist movement to deceive the people, like no thoroughbred bourgeoisie party could do so. It successfully managed to prevent the radicalization of a significant part of the youth, which had an impulsion for conflict, but also, because of its political inexperience, believed that the conflict promised by the government and its partners would benefit workers. PNE gave and continues to struggle in order to uncover the class-oriented character of these measures, the fact that capitalist development is based on the exploitation of the working class and will come on the ashes of labor rights and therefore cannot be a joint of national goal. We struggle against the disappointments and fatalism, the logic which says that nothing changes, that struggles have no result, illuminating the only way out for the peoples in the world, the struggle to overthrow capitalism and build a socialist communist society. Comrades, the PUKUE has declared as a name for the 5 years towards the completion of the 100 years of revolutionary life and activity of our party, the 50 years of PNE in 2018. The propagation of its program for socialism and covering of the road and contemporary barbarity of capitalism for the working class and the popular forces, particularly for the young people. As a particular target, it has proclaimed that the ideological, political and organizational stealing of PUKUE and PNE as a party of the revolutionary overthrow. The party is currently in the realization process of its 20th Congress with main content, complete strengthening of PUKUE before the task of the organization of the labor movement and the development of social alliance in anti-capitalist, anti-monopoly direction, a struggle against the imperialist war for workers' power. In the thesis published by the Central Committee of PUKUE, which is in fact the basis of the discussion, the sharpening areas of the imperialist antagonism, the growth of local and regional conflicts, and the risk of a more generalized imperialist war in conditions of risking of refugee and migration flows from victims of war. Some key features of the developments in the international chessboard in the last 15 years are the United States retained the lead. However, the gap between the US economy and China closes significantly, while China gets ahead of the European Union, winning second place in the international imperialist system. Second, no imperialist center is expected to operate as a locomotive for the increase of the growth rate of the world capitalist economy, which in the last 3 years has a deceleration. Third, at the same time, there is a considerable difficulty of a controlled depreciation of overaccumulation of capital, while the uncertainty of cohesion of imperialist alliances grow, like the European Union, on the basis of uneven development of capitalism combined with the divergent interests of the bourgeoisie. The contradiction between capital and labor is sharpened with a tendency of reinforcement of the impoverishment of the working class and the increase of the exploitation rate. On the basis of the above, inter-imperialist contradiction and inter-bourgeoisie struggle within each bourgeoisie state are sharpened. So we have the temporary strengthening of nationalism and protectionism as it is expressed in the economy. In countries like the USA, the Great Britain, France, Italy, in order for those states to defend the deterioration of the conditions of their competitiveness. We communists have to entirely and steadily fight back both bourgeois nationalism and cosmopolitanism of capital, which are two sides of the ideology of the ruling class. Let us not forget that when the European Union pioneered with the NATO in the intervention against Yugoslavia in 1999, most governments in the European Union were center-left, especially in France and Italy. They participated in the government and supported the war and the opportunist communist parties. Particularly in the Balkans, a region where antagonism of the local bourgeoisies are strongly expressed, and also US-Russia and US-China antagonism, with the efforts of China to grow its share of market in the European Union, we must prepare the labor movement and young people to meet the complex conditions of the struggle, the potential outbreak of a more generalized imperialist war with the involvement of Greece. The Greek bourgeoisie and the government are actively promoting NATO's plans in the region. The sharpening of contradictions between Greek and Turkish bourgeoisie are directly influenced by developments in the wider region of Eastern Mediterranean, Middle East, North Africa, and can be a key factor triggering the direct military involvement of Greece. The bourgeoisie of Turkey is trying to improve its position through the control and acquisition of new lands and marine areas. It continues its military occupation and the violation of rights of Cyprus, as well as provocative disputes over the sovereign rights of Greece. It pursues for its plans to exploit religious and ethnic minorities in the Balkan regions. We communists must oppose against the various warmongering nationalist cries and the creation of a climate of hostility among people. Our people have no interest in aligning behind the goal of capitalist development, whether it is done diplomatically or militarily. We must draw a line of struggle that does not distract the defending of borders and sovereignty from the fighting to overthrow the power of capital in each country. Historical experience shows that the war could be the basis of destabilization of bourgeois power, and the people and the young must be prepared. Our party has started and worked out a very important position, a weapon in our struggle and with great international importance. In case of our country's military involvement in an imperialist war, communists must take the lead in the organization of the working popular struggle in order for Greece to come out of the imperialist war. This requires not only for any imperialist potential attacker to be defeated, but also for the domestic bourgeoisie itself to be totally defeated. Only in this way can be possible the passage of power to the working class and their way out from the capitalist barbarity, so long as it is prevalent or not, will alternatively sometimes bring the war, sometimes will bring the imperialist peace with a gun in the temple of the people. We know that there can be a long period of the country's participation in an imperialist war without the outbreak of a revolutionary situation, especially in the case of an invasion occupation. A particular work is needed, which has particular difficulties, not simply solved with some general slogans of conviction or exit from the imperialist war, while it includes multiform issues with the political forefront, must constantly be studied. The main issue, which will ideologically face up, but also as a way of life, especially us, the young communists, is the revolutionary work in non-revolutionary conditions, the non-inclusion of the on the relatively legal and peaceful period, the maturity of the subjective factor in revolutionary conditions is also judged by our work today, the capacity of educating the working popular masses in action of anti-capitalist, anti-monopoly direction today. Dear comrades, loyal to the principles of proletarian internationalism, Marxist-Leninism,